Welcome to Port St. John, one of the most strategically significant seaports in all of Canada. We handle a diverse cargo base from liquid bulk, dry bulk, containers, and proudly welcome cruise ships with over 200,000 passengers and crew on an annual basis. We are a very significant economic driver to our region, our province, and our country, and we play a very significant role in Canada's supply chain. Port St. John manages its land and waterways on behalf of the Government of Canada. We are one of 17 Canadian port authorities in the government's network. Safety, security, and environmental protection are core values to the Port of St. John. Port St. John operates in an incredibly dynamic environment, from weather conditions to our very unique tidal ranges. Whether you're a contractor, an employee of Port St. John, or anyone that's coming onto our sites, our core value is that you make it home to your family at the end of the day.
Transport Canada regulations. All visitors to the port must obtain permission and security clearance or be accompanied by an authorized port representative during their visit or work. Signage on the site identifies R1 or R2 restricted areas. If you require frequent access to port property, you can apply for Transport Canada security clearance. More information, including application details, are available at sjport.com. Port security. Security at the port operates 24/7. Visitors can check in at the front desk of Marco Polo at regular business hours. Be cooperative with any government officer on site. Do your part to maintain security by ensuring that all doors are closed as you enter or leave a restricted area. Working on or near the water. On the wharves, the blue line 2 meters from the edge is a restricted space. Workers who perform tasks within this space must wear an approved personal flotation device, hard hats, and CSA-approved steel-toe safety boots. 3 workers are required when performing duties within the blue line on the wharf. The waters of St. John Harbour are very cold all year long. The risk of hypothermia can occur within minutes. If you fall in, call out for help and immediately swim to a ladder to gain access to the pier again. Tide heights in St. John Harbour are among the most dynamic in the marine world. Water levels dockside at the port can change by 8 meters in a tidal cycle. Be aware that a fall from the wharf during low tide is a significant drop, and added caution is recommended when working near the water's edge. Workers performing tasks at dockside when tides are very low may be required to wear or install fall restraints. The changing strong currents created by high tide, slack tide, and low tide must be understood and considered when navigating the harbour. Even the most confident swimmers have to remain vigilant. It only takes a small wave, bump of the boat, or even slippery deck to send someone into the water. Personal flotation devices are designed to protect you from drowning. Cruise terminal operations. Port St. John terminals are active operational sites with many moving pieces. On a cruise ship day, there's a lot of traffic. Many vehicles and large buses picking up passengers. It is important to be on site only if it is operationally necessary or for business reasons. Follow all signage and operational procedures in place. On a cruise day, when in the parking lot, passengers must follow the pink or blue path and avoid walking in the middle of the parking lot. If you have reason to walk in the parking lot, a high visibility vest is required. Active terminal. There are many contractors working on various projects on Port St. John terminals. It is important to be on high alert for heavy machinery and moving equipment. Emergency situations. If you find yourself in an emergency situation, the first step is to get yourself to a safe location and then call 911. Once you've called 911, then notify port security. If an emergency situation requires the evacuation of a work area or a terminal, proceed immediately to a designated muster station. Port policies and procedures. At Port St. John, contractors are required to obtain a hot work permit for each individual project. More information is available on our website, sjport.com. If you see a spill that could be damaging to the environment, please do your part to contain the spill and then report it to your port contact. Safety, security, and environmental reporting. The Port's Workplace Health and Safety Committee has implemented a program to capture internal and external reports related to health, safety, security, and the environment through the use of a QR code. If you see something of a non-emergency nature, look for the QR code posted on signs throughout the port and fill out the short form to make our team aware of your findings.
Making sure that our employees and every contractor that comes on site gets home to their family at the end of the day is rooted in everything we do at Port St. John. Please, at all times, respect and follow the rules and regulations we have in place at Port St. John. This is not just for your safety, but for the safety of others.